High five, Sid.
Don't call me Sid.
Hello, Forgers! Welcome to Forge the Lore, where we tell stories through Dungeons and Dragons. You know, friends, we don't have much more time and Skald to go. This is the final stretch, like the point of no return in a video game. With Saga, our next campaign coming up, we're gonna have to start delisting some of our amazing Skald swag over at forgeoflore.store soon. So if you want something like, say, this amazing Odin shirt, you're running out of time, bud. It's a great way to support the show and score some sweet stuff featuring the art of our lovely Emmy. So head over to forgeoflore.store, easy to remember because it rhymes, and see if there's anything you want to pick up before it's too late. But it's never too late to play some D&D. Roll it. Do you guys remember when you met Oscar's parents? Gunny took a bath. Cedric flustered an elderly lady. Marcus helped build a cat tree. And Nifrim was welcomed to the family. Your group, the Jotunn Slayers, is headed to the sunward pole of Thorn to try bringing online Hother, one of the ancient AI beings designed after the Asir from the long-gone Emir civilization. With Hother's help, you'll not only be able to bring the terraforming function of the ring that revolves around the planet back online before the creeping desert causes resource shortages, but you'll also be able to activate the ring's defenses. You need these online to protect you from the Earthlings that have arrived in spaceships to wipe out your civilization and reclaim the planet that they settled thousands of years ago. Boulder was able to activate a force field around the planet to cut the invaders off from calling in backup, but without Hother's help and expertise, it's only expected to last 19 days. The problem is getting to the sunward pivot of the Hother Ring. With terraforming offline, the intense Narbiel Desert stands in your way. But you have a plan! Alfrig, the scabby raider that nearly killed Nif years ago, found a working Devastator, an ancient mile-long robot that your culture calls a Jotunn. You tracked down Alfrig, who showed you a picture of him with the Jotunn and Gøra, the AI in charge of the Devastator facility. Odin informed you that he knows where that is, so you beat the crap out of Alfrig and stowed him away in the Colburn dungeons for the rest of his miserable life. You then headed back to Gøra to meet Oscar's parents. While saying goodbye, Odin appeared and gave you instructions to head east to the Hornbach Mountains, where you intend to find the facility, power up the Jotunn, and make your way to the Polar facility. And that's where our story continues. So, friends, you are in Gøra, heading out away from the parents' house with Oscar in tow. What do? It is evening.
Well, the question is, do we want to stay here for the evening, or should we move on?
You all were pretty adamant on just getting on the road and going.
I'm not afraid of camping.
All right. Shall we get some rides and head out?
Could do.
We'll have to make sure there's no raccoons at the camp.
Oh, Cedric.
That's sort of rude, but okay.
How dare you?
It's okay, I'm here.
You were there the last time.
Yes.
I don't know if I don't know this story.
Oh, we've told you about the time that Oscar's throat was slit by a raccoon, surely.
It was dope.
Oh, it was literally raccoon?
Yes, and no, it was not dope, Cedric.
Was a raccoon with
quite
an adorable little
traumatizing.
knife.
It must
I
have been
had
a
your
really,
back. It's fine.
must have been a really tiny little knife.
I'm going
I mean,
to
it
punch
was
you
really
all.
a druid, but yeah, pretty much. Anyway,
Alright.
enough about my trauma.
Let's-
What are we doing?
Yes, let's go
We're
get
getting-
some camels.
All right.
All right.
Camels.
Let's not go to the same guy, because we were here this morning and he would be really confused.
So you find a different stable. There are several. Rent some camels, you said? Pay it easily. You're flush with cash, so who cares?
Oh, what are we gonna get there faster, with camels or with horses? I mean, do we know exactly how far away it is we're needing to go?
Based off of the distance we went to the Scabby hideout, Steve, would we have any idea how long it would take us?
So the Scavvy hideout was about a day's travel
Right.
from Gøra, and it was probably around here, about halfway to the Hornbach Mountains. So it's going to
So
take
maybe
twice as
2
long to get to the mountains, and then you're not sure where in the mountains you need to go, how far deep. It's a rather large range.
We could do horses
do
if you'd
camels
rather.
do camels do good in mountains? So I think horses might be the better answer here.
I mean, both are gonna have a hard time, I think, but horses will get us there faster, maybe slightly. We can do horses. I just suggested camels because the last time Marcus was very sulky when we mentioned horses, so...
I mean, we already killed some camels, so whatever.
We what? They're
And we left
camels
them
in
there.
the desert! They're going to survive!
What if the scabbies ate them as punishment?
If
I wonder
anything,
how
we set them
camels
free.
taste.
Moving on!
Wow.
What the
Well,
fuck?
Definitely
This is the
not
dolphins
salty
all
because they
over
don't
again.
have any salt water.
No, I bet dolphins
So
are
we
pretty
get some
fatty.
horses.
So you get horses, and head out. Oscar will just share a horse with Neff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
lazy.
will.
And he likes wrapping his
Save a
arms
horse,
around
ride a
her.
cowgirl.
Anyway, Frog says it's often described as tasting similar to lean beef. Nice. So you head out into the desert, into the night, out of Gøra, out of the walls, down the sort of winding path down into the canyon. And you make it to the outer edge of the canyon and back up out of it when you figure it's about time to camp. It's pretty safe area to camp. You're still on a main road. So not a lot of, bandits or anything like that. So I imagine you just find a nice place off of the road and set up camp. Anything you want to do before bed?
I think I'm good. I'll check my arrows. I think I'm pretty good on. Yeah, I'm okay.
Anyone else?
I'm good as well.
Gravy.
I don't necessarily see a time frame on this, but I am going to.
In a hut?
No.
That's 8 hours.
Actually,
What you thinking?
It's ritual. It doesn't cost a spell slot.
Yeah. Also, you're
Yeah.
full on spell slots.
me?
Oh, I guess
Yeah.
you used a couple. Anyway.
Well, I mean, we're
Is that what
ending
you're
the
gonna do?
night.
Yeah, I'm gonna townie hut just for the safety of it.
Okay.
You put your little device down, it expands out into a dome that you can't see in, but you can see out. Yes, sniff.
Sorry, real quick. Josh, what the fuck is happening? You're over
Oh,
there
no
like
worries.
doing little...
No,
Uh-oh.
Leticia just came in. Made me
Oh.
smile.
That's fucking adorable.
All right, so you guys good to sleep?
Tell her we said hi.
Yes. Long rest.
She said,
That sounds right. All right, so you guys get a long rest in the ring passes.
Woo woo!
Oh,
Oh,
you're
the
not
10
in
hit
the
points
village
go
anymore.
away.
Yep.
Damn.
Unless you want to do another speech, but you got a couple days travel.
Yeah, we've got some travel to do. It's
Yeah.
okay.
So morning time, you guys want to do anything, or head out, eat, and head out on the road?
Pretty much that, yeah? Anybody?
I'm ready to go. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
All
Yeah.
Gunny's mind is on the task, so he's got his stuff put away and on the horse
Same.
and ready to roll.
All right, you guys head out on the road, traveling towards the Hornbach Mountains. You've traveled this bit before, just yesterday. Oh, hey, Trash Panda, thank you for the sub. Skald, friend.
Drink to that.
Oh,
Woo!
there's the alert. There it goes. Appreciate you. And so you're heading down the road. A couple people passing back and forth. Eventually you start seeing the mountains in the distance as they get closer and closer and closer. Eventually, though, as you start approaching the mountains, they're a few miles out. The ring passes over the sun, and you figure time to camp again. The tiny hut.
As
Is there anything you guys want to do during the day, or?
well, as we're setting up for the night, Nifrim's gonna be like, you know, I've been wondering. It's exciting getting a Jotunn, of course, naturally, after seeing Jotunn photo all these years, and now it's gone. Are we gonna know what to do with it?
Well, I mean, between the three of us, I think we can figure it out. And if not, perhaps the gods can give some direction.
I think he meant the artificers, Steve. I saw you counting.
Right, yeah, the three of us, of course.
Yes, because Oscar
Yeah, I'm
is here
sure
as
it's
well.
easy to pilot a giant mile-long robot. It sounds easy.
And hopefully we can get there within the next 17 days.
The
I mean,
Emir probably
18.
made it somewhat, intuitive to work with.
Yeah, I'm sure Monkey could
They're
try
smart.
it. I'm sure even Cedric could.
I mean, Bean
Don't
Bong
put
probably has a
that
good
idea.
chance of it.
In his head, Oscar.
Cedric, you wanna drive a giant robot?
Oh, I definitely could do that.
Yeah,
Oh.
easy
Where would I be,
peasy,
like, in
see?
its back?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's gonna
just
be
kind
insufferable.
of riding it like a cowboy sort of thing.
Don't ever do that again.
Okay.
But yes, 100%.
Roger
Oh,
that.
there was almost coffee. There was almost a coffee disaster. Oh, God, Josh. Anyway,
All right.
that was just, something I've been
Anything
thinking
before
about.
bed? You all good? All right. You guys get another long rest, and you now have 17 days.
Oh dear God.
Pack up, head out, towards the mountains. You're approaching the Seda Pass, which is a path through the mountains that this main road follows. When you notice a figure down the road, just standing in the middle of it with a staff. And as you approach, you realize it is Odin. And as you
Hail,
kind of
Odin.
pull up to him, it's, greetings. Glad to see you made it. This is where you'll want to turn off. You don't want to go down the pass. Dangerous.
All right.
But what you'll want to do is head north at this point, along the foot of the mountains, and I'll let you know once it's time to enter the range, so to speak.
All right. Thank you.
See you soon, Slayers. As he dusts away.
Cedric, the answer was
Yes.
fire.
100% fire.
Always fire. So, head off the road to the north, into the desert. The horse is a little slower on just the sand and the dunes, but still faster than walking, still easier than walking. It's about 1-2 p.m. when you've been going off the road for about 4 hours. When you once again see a figure in the distance, and as you approach, it is once again Odin. And as you
I
pull
thought
up,
we already got the answer right.
yes,
Maybe this
yes,
one's
fire.
bearded axe.
So, you'll want to go into the range here, in between these two mountains here. And sort of, you'll find a path of sorts. Not quite a road, but just keep between the hills. And I'll meet you at the next pass.
All right.
You got it, Chief.
Dusts away. So, you guys head into the mountains. It is much slower. The horses having to pretty much like walk, as this is very uncarved territory. Having to kind of climb foothills, find paths. A couple times you have to get down and clear a way out, like something in the like a old dead tree in the path.
Do you
or
want
something
like
that.
some kind of survival check to get through this stuff?
It's easy enough. You take your time and work carefully and make sure that the horses are taken care of. You make your way through there easy enough.
Okay.
You're professionals. Eventually,
Since when?
fair point. Eventually,
Hush,
the
you
ring does pass, and it suddenly gets much colder, and you figure it's probably time to rest again.
Well, that
So-
was a quick day.
Anything you want to do before bed?
Through the travels and having to clear the path, I'd like to see, like, maybe a perception to see if maybe there's evidence that Alfrig had been in this same general area.
Ooh.
Yeah, basically looking for beaten paths. Go ahead,
Yeah.
give me perception or survival.
don't beat Pat.
Guidance.
And guide yourself.
No.
32.
32. This specific area,
Sorry, 22.
oh, well, then you
22.
see nothing. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Looking around, it's possible that, like, it's hard to tell in the sand, because, the sand blows over, especially the wind you find in the mountain range is much more quick and brisk. You don't really you think maybe it's possible someone made a path through here. If so, they were probably on foot. They definitely didn't have to clear as much as you with the horses. And but maybe, long story short, maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nay,
All
Anthony.
right. You get a long rest, and you now have 16 days.
Oh, shit.
Head back on the path, get on the horse's head on the path, and it's just a couple hours before you once again see a man in the distance. As you approach, says, all right, it's near here. I'm not sure the exact entrance, The original entrance has collapsed and was kind of hidden in the first place. So, I imagine he found some other way in.
Cedric, you're usually
yes.
pretty good at sort of searching these things out.
Oh, yes, I can
You're a
give it a go.
survivalist.
I'll tell you that it's within this mountain to your left. So if you search around the mountain, you're bound to find something. Sorry I couldn't help more.
26 in survival.
26?
You're good, Odin.
So he dusts away, and you start kind of making a trail around the mountain, kind of inspecting anytime there's like a cliff face or anything like that, any kind of opening. And after a few hours, you do find on the north side a cliff face with lots of vines.
Okay.
And behind one bunch of vines, you find a crevice.
Oh, hey, guys, come over here. I found it.
What'd you find?
What are you doing with Mittens?
Who's Mittens?
I thought that was the name of your horse.
I never named my horse because I'm afraid it's gonna die.
Yeah, we didn't
you
name
named
these
the
horses.
camels.
Yes,
No,
and
I'm
look
just-
at that. We never saw him again.
So
Correlation
Mittens
is
coming with us?
causation.
You cannot name your horse, but Fuzzy Hooves is coming with me.
I kill Fuzzy Hooves.
You notice that the crevice is rather tight. You don't think you
Gross.
can get a horse in there.
Well, we're gonna have to
Damn it.
leave Knuckles behind.
Oh no, and
Okay,
Cedric.
Fuzzy Hooves. Go home.
Cedric,
So?
I'm sorry, you're not going in either. It's oof.
Oh, because I'm an
No, I
animal.
can-
Oh,
You're
that's
so
not the first time
beefy.
I've been told that.
I can shrinken you.
Joke, we're gonna be fine.
It's a bit of
gods.
a tight fit for Cedric and Marcus with his armor, especially. But
We should probably.
you are able to fit in there.
We should probably try to be quiet as we search this place out, just in case anybody has stumbled across it.
Are you saying that I should clank less?
Yes.
Say clank up.
You want to do a stealth?
Sure.
All right,
Okay,
everyone, roll me
Y'all wanna
stealth.
stealth?
Emmy, can you bring up
any reason to think?
Oscar and
Yes.
B Oscar?
Any reason to think Alfrig would leave someone here to?
I don't know. He's
Defend?
crafty. He's not smart.
He's crafty, but also he seemed very
Insistent upon
holding
keeping
this
this
to
a
his
secret.
chest. Yes. I don't know though. Worth a try. And hurt. All right, Gunny, what'd you get?
I got a 28 and I'm on disadvantage on stealths and a 15. So 15.
All right.
Yeah.
Nif.
Nifrim got a 27 stealth.
Mhm.
Do you want Oscar?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got an 11,
All right. Marcus.
Nice.
which is better than I expected. You're muted.
Dirty 20.
And Cedric.
I also got a dirty 20. I rolled really low.
Sneaking.
You did.
So you guys
That's what
start
happened. I didn't say
squeezing.
I'm sneaking.
You guys start squeezing into the crevice. As Oscar
Gross.
does, his armor kind of clinks a bit. Sorry, but it's not too loud.
Is it crevice or crevasse?
It's not a
Crevice.
crevasse.
Fuck
This is a
off.
crevice. A crevasse is usually in the ground. This isn't a cliff wall.
A crevasse is a pretentious way of being a dickweed.
No, a crevasse is
Right.
actually a thing.
No.
Anyway,
Are you saying dickweed or dickwad?
Well,
Both
I was
now.
wondering if it went underground at all, or if it stayed above
this!
ground.
So now you're
Ooh.
inside the cave.
New overlay, folks. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Dope.
First thing you notice when going in,
Nice.
it is pitch fucking black in here. Even those with dark vision can't see beyond maybe 20 feet of the opening.
I do a magical tinkering and create a non-magical item with a 5-foot radius of light.
Here, I'll
just
give
grab, like,
you
a rock?
one of my 15,000 stones in my pouch. I do have lots of them for specifically this reason, and I'll create another.
Nice.
So we have 2.
I can create daylight.
So
Excuse me?
do you want to do daylight?
Do we want to?
I will say
mean, I
with
can
those
make
2
up 5 of
rocks
these.
and those with night vision are able to see fine. Those without night vision or dark vision, whatever. It's pretty much limited to like 10, 15 feet within the rocks, but you're at least able to see. It's a very tight corridor. So
If we hear something, perhaps then we should do the spell, but I think for now we should be all right with this, yeah?
Actually, I'm gonna
Okay.
tap my glasses, and I switch them over to the instead of the shades. It is the goggles of night.
Nice. Yeah, Gunny, you can see very well. Those with dark vision are able to see, 60 feet or whatever your distance is, as
Yeah.
long as those lights are on. Those without, it's much tighter, but yeah, it lights up and you're able to see the path. So how you proceeding? Sneaky? What you do?
I mean, we're not terribly sneaky with light, but I don't want
That's
to
true.
start yelling and yodeling.
Yodeling.
Gunny,
definitely an option.
do you want to perhaps scout ahead? You seem to be able to see a bit better than the rest of us, it seems.
I mean, I can just see out to 60 feet.
I
I
could
didn't-
also go scout
I
ahead.
didn't- Yeah, I didn't have dark vision in the first place, which is why I got these.
Nice.
Now, if I were to give these to someone else, it would increase your range by 60 feet. But I would be limited to just
I think I'm
what
okay.
I see with the light.
60 feet is a decent amount. Do you want me to just go ahead a bit and let you know what I see?
Yeah, you gotta. It seems like you're concentrating a little bit better on your quietness than I am.
I'm pretty sneaky sometimes. I learned it from Cedric, believe it or not.
I am a good teacher.
I don't believe that.
All right, I'm sneaking. And
All right.
I'm gonna stealth ahead.
So you're just stealthing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am, or we're going to follow behind shortly
Alright.
after, just to keep a beat behind her.
Cool. Keep her within eyesight.
24 this time. Not as good
24.
for sneaking.
All right. You start sneaking up ahead, leading
Then
them
you
by
want
about 60
perception?
feet or so. You can do perception.
Yeah, I want a perception or investigation if you'll allow, whatever you'd like, sir.
What are you looking for?
Yeah. Just trying to see if there's anything crazy in here, any baddies or any Jotuns.
I'd say perception.
I rolled so low.
Uh-oh.
That was even with guidance. 10?
You fall down a crevasse.
10.
Fuck off.
Yeah, Crevasse for the
So-
win.
As you're
Get outta here, Sam.
As you're sneakily
Mm-hmm.
moving along with your friends 60 feet behind you, you're trying to keep an eye out, but you kind of keep getting distracted, keep hearing bats. and like noises, and you're like, what is that? And you keep like stopping. And eventually you're walking and you almost trip over something. Give me a dex save.
Okay.
As you trip over a tripwire.
A natural 20!
A natural 20! Well,
You blew
lucky
up.
you. As soon as you feel the pressure on the top of your foot, you immediately leap backwards, even using your jets. And it's just in time
Oh,
as...
I also have advantage on that roll. Sorry, to avoid or
well,
resist traps. Doesn't matter, but anyway. Sorry.
Deafening. A deafening explosion. As the corridor in front of you fills with fire. And the rocks start caving in.
Oh no! wait.
Full of smoke. It is like just like dust and smoke get blasted in your face. And you kind of fall backwards on your ass, like as you leap backwards, and then were propelled a bit by the blast and kind of skid to a stop on your
Shit.
ass about 40 feet in front of your friends. And as the dust starts clearing, you notice that has caved in this tunnel.
And
with
this is
large
our only
rocks.
option?
Now, looking at it, you might be able to tunnel your way through. They're loose rocks. They are big loose rocks, but it's not like just full stone.
Cedric! Marcus!
Yes.
I might have set up a trap. And the
I didn't hear anything.
Tunnel?
Run.
I
heard
like
it
that
all.
you're whispering despite literally like barely being able to hear. All of you are hearing from the explosion
I'm
sound. It was
doing
very loud.
message.
Oh, okay.
That still doesn't make sense because they could all hear me. Okay, I'll go back to them. God, Steve, way to disrupt the conversation. The natural flow. Okay, so yes, it appears that the tunnel has caved in up ahead. I missed a trap that was placed there, and we're gonna have to move some rocks, I think, to get through here. Unless anyone
boy.
has some clever ideas, I don't think there's much I can do to help.
Cedric, if you make yourself big to help handle these rocks, I might be able to also enlarge in Marcus.
I don't need to get big. I'm strong as I am. I should be able to move it by myself.
Damn. I don't
I
think
attempt to
enlarge
move the
does
rocks.
Excuse me?
anything for strength, does it? Steve, you're muted.
You're muted.
I will say it will be very tight in here if you're enlarged.
Okay.
Gross.
Very tight. Like you're having to go down here single file.
Giggity.
It's about 4 to
Oh, man,
5
we're-
feet wide.
I think you should be going down single file over there.
Stop it.
So where are we gonna put these rocks at? Wow.
Herm might be able to help a little. Oh, wait. Oscar's here as well. Let me double check his
Yeah,
spells.
do I have anything that could help? Shape stone or anything? Probably not.
I mean, we could always just form a line and hand the stones back so we can.
Yeah.
Can I
clear an
try to-
area
can I
for-
try to
for
move one?
us.
Yeah, give me an athletics.
I will also try.
Athletics.
Viv, 20 months.
Viv.
Go, friend.
Damn. All right.
I could cast Bigby's hand.
That's true. Did you roll athletics?
Yeah, I got 27.
Yeah.
Oh, 27, sorry.
I got
No,
a
it's okay, I didn't say
29.
Let's see. So, These rocks is big. Cedric, you go to lift one and just it starts kind of.
I do have
moving
like a
bit.
25 in strength. I don't know if that makes a difference.
With Marcus's help though, you start to kind of you squeeze them in there and like are able to start rolling the rocks out of the way, and then like kind of some of them drop down and you're able to move those, and it takes like 2 hours, but you do eventually make a hole at the top big enough for you guys to kind of crawl through, and I mean belly crawl through to the other side.
Cool.
For future reference, I think with my strength score, I can push up to 30 times my score. So 25 times 30, whatever that
Nice.
is. 750
push?
pounds.
Can you
Push,
pull,
drag, or
lift?
lift.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
these
he's
rocks is
probably
big.
fine.
You basically brought a mountain down.
Whoops.
But you are able to squeeze through. It's rather claustrophobic, but on the other side you do make it to the other side where it is more clear again. And not far after that, you do come across a sort of crevasse in the ground about 10 feet
Swear to God.
across to the other side.
I love the way you say that, Steve.
Crevasse.
You say it one more time.
No. What do you do? It's about 10 feet across.
10 foot across.
I jump.
I think we can jump that.
Yeah,
Jump.
most people can jump it, so anyone that wants to just jump it, give me an athletics,
27.
including Oscar.
Can
Yeah,
I
you can-
fly Oscar across?
Easy. What'd you get, Cedric?
27.
Easily. You pass the other
Tyler
side.
rolled a 1.
Very far. What'd you get?
What'd you get?
What'd you get, bud?
I got a natural 20.
Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. And Marcus?
22.
22?
Respectable.
You do all make it across.
I mean, I rolled a 12, so it wasn't great, but whatever.
And so you continue
12 is good.
through the cave. After a couple hours, it does kind of open up into nothingness, it seems. I mean, you've got your little lights, and as you kind of come out of the opening, it seems to be a chamber. There's no light in here, but you can't really see like the walls, the opposite walls, or the ceiling. This place, it must be enclosed because there's no light, but it is fucking huge. More than 60 feet easily to like any
Marcus?
side.
This might be a good time to shed a little more light
Daylight?
on the situation.
All right,
I
so
agree.
how
It's-
far does daylight go?
120? Or is it further?
Hold on.
Or
6-foot radius sphere of light out from your point, the point you choose, and then dim light for an additional 60. So,
So
60
120
of
radius.
Right? Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
120 radius.
What do you cast it onto something? Because you can do it to an item, to a person, or just
Yeah.
hanging in the air.
You can cast it on one of these stones and either
Yeah.
throw it or Sidder
Good.
can just toss it.
So as
Well, I
you,
was gonna hold on to the stone and then, like,
yeah.
in case we throw it somewhere and then we can't get it back.
So as the you almost blind yourself casting it because it just lights up very quickly, extremely brightly with sunlight. And even with that, you
Mikey.
can see the wall that you came from, that the kind of hole that you came from is on. You see that go up and then kind of disappear into darkness. You see the walls on the sides. On the right, it disappears into darkness. On the left, you do barely, right on the edge of the light, see it kind of curve around. to a side.
Nice.
Yes, Niff?
Oh no, I'm just. It's blinding.
Yeah, so as I pull it out, I like whisper, but you guys can't hear it, and then I just like hold it up. And that's when it lights up.
Yeah, perfect. And yeah, like I said, this must be a gargantuan chamber.
I look back at you guys, I'm like, oh, sorry, is it too bright? Let me just like, yeah. And I like
Put a cloth over it.
Put
Put
a
a
lower
doily
down.
over it. Yeah. You do find yourself, after kind of exploring the radius, you do see that this is a very, very large chamber. You still can't see the ceiling, but you do find the side walls and find that there is kind of a path.
As we get to
down
the path,
tunnel.
I would like to keep an eye out for traps.
Give me
Does anybody else
perception
wanna
or
join?
investigation, either one.
Yeah,
I could try.
I'll help you out.
Oh, investigation.
my
Okay.
investigation is +1. I'll
Nice.
My investigation is plus 16, so I'll take that. 28, and I rolled low.
All right. Gunny.
Guidance.
Yes.
22.
22. Marcus
17.
and Cedric.
15.
15. None of you seem to find any traps. I mean, it's a big area, but as you kind of start realizing which direction the tunnel is kind of leading, because it's kind of caved in on one end that you find, you do see, like, you kind of start heading down the tunnel. You're not seeing any traps or anything like that along your path. You do find that, like, there's several kind of openings that are all kind of caved in along the sides when you're go over to check them. I mean, it's like an eighth or a quarter mile wide, this tunnel. And you continue down the tunnel for an hour or two before eventually you come up to, you notice you're approaching a wall. And as you approach that wall, you notice that it's not necessarily a wall, it's metal. And there is a seam down the middle. As you realize you're coming up on huge bay doors.
Is there...
In the center, there is a small opening.
like somebody cut into it?
No, like there's a door for it, like a small door. It's almost like a doggy
It's a
door,
door
or whatever,
on a
but
door?
it lifts up. But the door is open. But this thing, like, Oscar maybe might fit through it, maybe. But the rest of you, especially those with armor, no way.
And I'll take it there's no keypad.
Not that you notice, but you check your Fragna.
Yeah.
What about Herm?
You see the icon
Herm's
for
our
doors light up on your.
I'm gonna press that button.
Give me an Arcana.
the button.
I was gonna say, like, could I just teleport people through the door?
I mean, if you
You
have
know what's on the other
teleport.
side?
Oh, you mean like Misty Step? Yeah, go ahead. Waste
Misty
those spells.
Step Dimension Door.
Yeah, waste those spells. Do it. You can see the
Sorry,
other
I'm-
side.
27.
I mean, it's pitch black. 27. You tap the button, slide the slider across, and then as the seam in the middle starts opening slowly,
Oh.
and it is just a racket of metal, grinding
Sorry.
on metal. Just
Sorry.
I just got my hearing back.
So sorry. I'm so sorry.
It takes like a full fucking minute for them to like open a decent way. But it is open, and you see in front of you on the other side another chamber. And on the floor in front of you, in the middle, well, kind of in the middle, you see large rails about a quarter mile apart on the ground leading into the chamber.
Our characters don't know this, but we, as players, if we've paid attention, know that this is the right direction.
Yes.
Let's keep going.
If you say watch the show.
That's rude.
That's unfair. Yeah. It's another large chamber. You entering in. So you start kind of following the rails in. If you kind of go off to one side or the other, you notice there is large machinery and old electronics and the like. All very dusty, some of it broken down, none of it active. But you start seeing, like, it's not empty. You start seeing, like, different things filling the sides of this chamber. Nothing in the middle, nothing in between the rails.
Can I do a perception or something to see if there's, like, a big switch lever or something that might indicate lights? Or does it seem like among these electrical things, if there's devices hanging from the walls or something that would eliminate?
Give me perception or investigation.
I'll help with that.
All right, you got advantage and guidance if you like.
That is a 31.
A 31. God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Boom!
You notice that there are... You're starting to recognize this is looking fairly Emir, obviously. You see things that could be lights, but you can't seem to find any way to turn them on. None of the terminals light up. None of the machinery seems active or even powered. You try flipping some levers and stuff like that. Just clunk, 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 clunk. Nothing. Nothing seems to work.
No socket like what a radiant capacitor would sit in.
Nope.
What's
Different.
that?
We've seen that they could kind of power, like, without being plugged in. Like, maybe pull it out and hold it up and see if it does anything.
What?
The radiant capacitor.
Just hold it up.
See
See
if
if
it
it's
will
like
radiate energy to the lights.
it's a radiant capacitor. What do you think that means?
I
pull it
don't
out,
understand.
the slight glow.
You still
Nothing
think
really
the gods are
happens.
gods.
Nothing really happens.
You
It
just hear a
powers
faint,
stuff just by holding stuff near it.
Not in the... It's, it's all right. No.
How do you think I charge my chain saber? I just hold it near your bag.
That's
and
absolutely not how that works.
Yeah, you
No.
plug it in.
We have to actually plug it in.
Well, yeah.
It's been dead for weeks and he has no idea.
Just keep walking then.
All right.
Yes.
You keep following the rails.
Keep an eye out for
Eventually. Yeah, you can give me a perception or investigation for traps.
Okay.
Guidance. It's a 30.
35?
Damn!
17.
You don't really see anything. Nothing along the ground. Nothing here works. So it seems relatively safe. Eventually, you keep following the rails. And
Yeah.
eventually you come up to another set of gigantic bay doors. But this time, in the dark, you see, off to the right side, a light in the distance. When you head over there, you find a terminal.
And nobody around?
That's nobody around. Terminal is lit up.
Does terminal look familiar?
It looks Emir. It's not like the special terminals that you dealt with Mini, but it is just basically a terminal. I mean, the way it's kind of positioned and everything, and kind of the markings on it, it seems to be door controls, and it says access restricted. Please authenticate.
I will try doing some Arcana shit.
Give me an
will
Arcana.
help.
With advantage.
And
Good guidance. Good cast of guidance.
31.
You kind of tap in the access on your Fregna device. The screen suddenly mirrors your Fregna device as you open the app. And you tap open. And then suddenly, once again, deafening.
Sorry. Okay.
Klaxons.
That's a
It
lot.
sounds like inside my armor all the time.
metal, grinding against metal, old machinery coming to life as the bay doors start opening and flashing red lights start lighting up the chamber. It is very fucking disorienting, but you do notice that the doors are starting to open. I mean, you're getting flashing lights, you're getting deafening sound. But as the doors open, you notice on the other side, a glowing figure apparates. A familiar looking glowing figure that you've seen a picture of as Gøra
Gøra.
appears in front of you on the other side of the doors. Says, hello, my name is Gøra. Welcome to this facility. May I ask who you are?
Hello. My name is General Jones.
Ah, General Jones. Welcome back. I see you've changed your form. It looks good on you.
Thank you.
And it's at this point that a figure materializes next to you as Odin dusts in, basically, forming. And Gøra kind of turns. The very
Gøra?
smiley face, Gøra, very smiley face kind of turns to Odin, says, hello, Odin. It's good to see you again. Are you here to restore my connection to Hermother? Unfortunately, I'm not sure that's a good idea, no. Hello, Gøra. Long time no see. I hope you're well. Very well.
Insight?
Yeah, I would also like to know why
Go
he
ahead.
doesn't think
Yeah.
that's or if that's
Samesies.
suspicious guidance.
Like it. Yeah. Guidance. Let's see here.
God, it's always insight rolls. 12.
14.
Marcus?
Josh, are you still with us?
16.
Being
Ooh,
proficient in insight, does that mean anything different?
No, it automatically adds it for you.
It's all
Nif has
calculated.
advantage. Do you want to use it in this?
Thank you.
Thanks to Cookie Mon.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Roll again.
Thank you, Cookie Man. Okay, that's much better. So it's 22.
22.
I know he's a god.
Cedric, you good?
I'm good. Yeah, I don't have insight, so I'm just gonna.
Everybody has stuff. Just because you're not proficient in it doesn't mean you can't use it.
He doesn't
Everyone
have
else-
insight. He has sense motive.
Shrug. That's
Get
fine.
out of here, Josh.
What was
You've used insight so much lately.
But what'd you roll?
I know, but I don't have it right now.
Oh, I thought you
an
rolled
8.
an 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
The three of you shrug. Nif, you see him kind of hesitate before he says it. It's doesn't seem to be like you're not sure why. Like you can't tell why.
Right.
But it doesn't seem like he's trying to be shady or anything. It seems like he's kind of maybe being cautious more than anything. You're not sure why.
Okay.
Ah, well, that's okay. What can I do for you? We're, here to, take the Devastator. Oh, okay. Well, the, current build is complete. However, unfortunately, it is missing a power supply.
Oh, it's interesting you say that.
Odin kind of slowly grins and turns to Nif and says, that shouldn't be a problem. Can you show us in? Of course. With General Jones' authorization, that all of you will have access. Excellent. Follow me. And that's where we're gonna take a break. And we're back. So, you guys are, as, Gøra kind of agrees and turns around, says, follow me. Turns around, the lights in this chamber start in succession. And as the room lights up, it is very hard to miss. Towering above you, a gigantic Jotunn robot.
Oh.
Noise.
Seemingly
My.
in pristine condition.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
my. I'm gonna
taking
go
good
up
care
to
of this
it. Is it in reachable distance? Like,
I
can I
mean,
reach
the
foot?
leg is maybe like 1/8 of a mile away.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, we gotta walk
You're,
over to
you're
it
at
anyways.
the front of it.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Go, Jotun Slayer.
And as
Dun, 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 dun.
Gøra turns around, they kind of start heading to the front right, like its front right leg. So to your left and forward. And as you're walking, Gøra just starts kind of talking about it. Yes, this is the G.A.M. 12, codenamed Devastator, the latest in Valkyr technology. Construction completed 1,763 years ago, under the command of General Jones. What sort of arsenal does it have? Odin says. The Devastator is equipped with several defense capabilities, including LRAD, otherwise known as long-range acoustic device, able to debilitate masses via acoustic assault. It also can emit a centralized EMP field to disable electronics and local Sather functions. It is equipped with many laser PDCs, point defense cannons. And of course, the main artillery is a PWEC, pulse wave energy cannon, able to deliver concentrated energy, resulting in a detonation of up to 150 megatons, with a minimum safe distance of 10 miles and 0 nuclear fallout. A lot of these words don't mean shit to you guys. All over your head. But just for the player and audience's reference, the largest known nuclear device ever created and detonated was 50 megatons.
And this was how much?
That's 50 megatons of TNT equivalent. It said up to 150 with a in the minimum the fireball of that 50 megaton detonation in Russia had a 2.5 mile radius, and they said a minimum safe distance of 10 miles.
And no fallout?
With 0 nuclear fallout.
Holy fuck!
Wow.
Okay.
As
I don't know
players,
about
though,
that.
Overkill.
yeah, as characters, though, would we have noticed the anything as far as like the sound dampening, the
We know the EMP thing.
EMP?
it's not
the
active
thing
right
that
now,
Sends
but
the things that sends the gods away.
give
that Minnie
me,
had.
whoever wants, give me
We've
intelligence
discussed-
check.
We've discussed the EMP thing before.
Mhm.
Sorry,
And
yeah.
We've discussed the thing that gives like that Minnie used to.
Give me just
send Thor away.
intelligence checks if you're intrigued.
$25?
25? Anyone
Mhm.
else?
I don't know shit. I got a 5.
That seems correct.
You're kind of blown away.
just like-
just like, holy shit.
I need Cedric to
what
get
that
in that
mean?
20 on this.
All right, let me give it a go.
My intelligence.
Yes,
I'm
plus
not even
5.
fucking kidding.
Yeah, 5.
I am not even kidding right now. I rolled it and it's a 20. I'm not even kidding right now. I didn't
Dude,
think
this
that was gonna
actually
happen.
makes
much.
sense because you were the only one aware during Ragnarok, the initial attack. What'd you get, Gunny?
My intelligence is plus 5,
Yeah.
so I got a 12.
12? So,
I guess I could've guided this
Nif
myself.
and Cedric, as they're listing this off, there are
16.
certain keywords that kind of click into place in your memories of Ragnarok. The Elrad, able to debilitate masses via acoustic assault. The Gjallarhorn.
Yep.
Centralized
Which is
EMP
not-
field. What?
It's not active, you said?
I mean, the entire thing is powered down right now.
But with we'll have that with
Yeah.
powering it. Okay, sorry, continue.
The EMP field to disable electronics and the keyword local say their functions, you know, that explains the no magic. PDCs you didn't really run into, and then the pulse wave energy cannon, you figure that's probably that big ass beam that shot out and destroyed half the city.
And Buckles.
Well,
Wait, rub it in.
The only thing that's not explained in this explanation is the random zapping, including Buckles.
Oh, so that's
None
not
of these
the-
things line up with that. Any of them. Like, line up with
Interesting.
random lightning bolts.
So someone
So-
murdered Buckles.
Well,
Or it was just malfunctioning.
Or it
yeah,
was
that's
Thor.
what as Tyler, as the player, I'm thinking that the machine was old and that it had faulty wiring connections and was just.
Well, for those that watch the Grouch Couch side questers, where the side questers were the ones that activated the Jotunn during Ragnarok, spoiler alert, Minnie, when the lightning bolts start, Minnie mentions there seems to be a problem with the dynamos. It's discharging.
Right.
But
Okay, so that was an accident.
Oh, yeah.
but characters,
Yeah,
it's
we don't know.
unexplained.
Interesting. I caught some of that.
Do you need
Interesting.
anything explained, sir? Sorry, man.
What did you say that one thing that we didn't get, the PDCs?
Laser PDCs, point defense cannon.
Refresh my memory on the PDCs, please.
Yes, of course. Close range, anti artillery, laser point defense cannons are utilized to destroy incoming threats and small arms fire.
Right. Thank you. That's what I thought. Just wanted
Of
to be
course.
clear.
Of
Thank
course.
you very much,
I know
Gøra.
it's been a while.
It has. Yes.
So, as they're leading you along, they say, access is provided via an elevator in the front starboard leg. That's where we're headed now.
All right.
And of course, as I mentioned, it does still require a power source. A standard 8.1.10 interdimensional gap fusion generator should do. Do you happen to have one on hand?
Will this work?
Excellent. That should work great.
Yay!
Follow me. So, lead you across
You're
the
muted,
chamber,
Tyler.
and
I was gonna say that is the first time you've willingly just handed that over to something.
Yup. Well, I still have it, but
Yeah.
yes.
just pulling it out.
Whipping it out.
It takes a while to walk to the lake. It's a hike. Like I said, like 1/8 of a mile. So after, a couple dozen minutes, you do make it to the right front leg. And, as you're walking, Odin's kind of walking next to you. And you start to notice another figure kind of materialize mid-stride, walking next to you as well. It's a tall, very heavily armored man. And as he's walking, you notice he's missing a hand. And Odin turns and says, "Are you ready for this? I've always wanted to." They never let me run it before. I mean, I commanded, but they always ran it themselves. I'm very excited.
I'm sorry. Is this Tyr?
This is Tyr.
Yes.
They've never let you run. Why?
Well, they always ran it themselves. I could assist, but they usually had their own AI to assist with the functions. But it was
Right.
also piloted by the people.
Right.
I assume you don't know how to run a Devastator.
I mean, it's long in my memory as General Jones. It's
Of course.
It's been
Of course.
very
Yes.
long.
Catches on very quick. Yes, of course. Well, good news. I'm here to help.
All right. Thank you, Tia.
Yes,
so
I'm
I
very
kind of
excited.
side-eye Marcus.
What?
You had some beef with Tyr? This is why I watched the show, guys.
I mean, do you want me to call out Tyr in the middle of
No.
all this?
Fuck no.
Okay.
That's why I'm
Shut up.
side-eyeing you. Like, don't you fucking even dare.
As
So,
long as you're not wearing that armor.
as
Greetings,
you...
Tyr.
Hello, Marcus. Good to see you again. Hope you're all ready for a ride. This is very exciting.
Yes, I think we are. Oh my god. Are we at the foot?
You are now approaching the foot.
I'm gonna walk right up to it and just kind of like put my hand on it and feel the metal and just admire the fact that it's in pristine condition. Just like
is-
remembering the Jotunn.
It is not only in pristine condition, it's clean. Whereas everything in the last chamber was dusty and old and busted and unpowered. Everything in here seems functional.
Oh my.
Everything that Gunny's ever seen and worked on, he's gonna do the same thing, but he's gonna like walk up and just kind of like attempt to hug it, but more like just like the open arm, like just the side of my face up against it. Like,
I mean, it is like the leg itself. First of all, the foot cuff is about 20, 30 feet high. And then the foot cuff itself is probably a couple hundred yards wide. Maybe like 2 football fields.
I cannot wait to see this thing in working condition. This is going to be spectacular.
It has passed all inspections.
Oh, thank you, Gøra.
Previously, we assumed that the past 1700 years haven't introduced any defects. But we can run system checks once we install the power device.
That'd be wonderful.
Excellent.
Once I get up to it, like while they're hugging it, I just like take out my hammer. I'm not gonna hit it. I'm just gonna like poke it, like ding, 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 ding.
It just kind of resonates like doom, doom.
Neat. Always wanted to do that, but could never get near the Jotunn.
And Gøra just snaps their fingers, and a portion of the cuff, the foot cuff, starts sliding to the side. And then lights start turning on inside. Very dim lights, but lights nonetheless. And there is a door. A set of sliding doors.
All right.
Ding! They open up to show, it's an elevator.
Everybody
After
in?
you.
Let's go.
Let's do it. All right.
Not sure
Odin's
what's going
like,
to happen here.
I think you've got this, Tyr. Good luck. Don't blow the planet up. Copy that. Shall we?
Yes.
Good luck, Jotunn Slayers.
Thank you.
I'll be watching.
Thanks, Odin.
As Odin dusts away. Thanks, Odin.
Thank you.
You guys head into the elevator?
Yes.
As you kind of turn around and look back through the doors, you just see Gøra just smiling as the doors close.
Creepy.
It is rather creepy. Like, they won't stop smiling, and it's just this kind of very simple,
like Uncanny
vibe.
Valley.
Sort of. Like, not as much was obviously put into this AI as the gods.
The others, yeah.
It's a much simpler version. As the doors close, the room kind of shudders, and you feel force
Oh God. Is that
downward
supposed to happen?
as you start raising up. And Tyr's like, yes, don't worry. This is... Call this an elevator. It elevates, taking us up to the body.
Oh!
So Thor wasn't available at all? No?
Thor doesn't know how to drive a Devastator.
I think Tyr's more thinky and Thor's more smashy.
Ah, that's a callback. I
How
like it.
Dare you?
It's very true. Thor's more of defense and protection, whereas I am strategic.
Thank you, Tyr, for joining us and helping us with this venture.
Of course, I'm very excited.
You
Me
just want
too.
to drive the thing, don't you?
I kind of do, yes, Scotty, yes.
I will be watching
Right.
everything you do, and I will be learning.
Well, we'll see. I might do a lot of it. Have to do a lot of it kind of automatic. Handicap and all, as he holds up the stump and kind of grins.
Well, if you ever need a hand. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. I meant if you need help. That's what
all
I
right.
meant. If you need.
That's all right. I
any
know what
help?
you meant. No worries,
Okay,
Nifrim.
good. No disrespect intended.
If I may interject, just to
Of course.
you may want, just in case something happens to you in between here and there, not that saying not from us, but like if someone were to intervene, we might
What do
need to
you
know
expect?
how to operate this. I mean, I don't.
don't know
Anything's
what?
possible. We had men from the sky come down and try killing us. Who knows
Fair.
what'll happen?
Fair. That said,
What if they land on the Jotunn?
that is an excellent idea. However, I will tell you that this machine is intended to be piloted by, at very minimum crew, 12 people. All that know exactly what they're doing.
And you can manage all that on your own.
Of course.
That's wildly impressive.
It is.
With one hand, nonetheless.
Shh.
That's true.
Stop puffing him up.
Kind of holds out the stump to fist bump.
I awkwardly fist bump.
There we go.
Squishy.
No worries. And then, as the kind of motion
Marcus
kind
will
of
not fist bump
ceases,
Fuck off.
and you kind of your stomachs kind of turn a bit as the elevator kind of comes to a stop,
Oh, that's abrupt.
and what is that? The doors open into the first thing you notice as the door opens, almost as though you hadn't moved at all, standing in the exact same place, is Gøra. That same look.
Oh, hi.
Welcome. Let me show you around.
Yes, please. Oh, good.
Let's head
Smile.
to the power core so that you can install the power source, shall we?
Yes.
Excellent. Follow me, please. And turns and heads down a corridor similar that you're kind of used to at this point. It looks like the Valkyr facilities. A little tighter, but the same kind of material and lighting. The lighting is very dim right now, but it is on. It's mostly just the lighting tracks along the floor. And you see as they start walking, the tracks start lighting up following them. As they take like a left down a corridor, the lighting follows them and kind of stays on behind them as a path. All right, let's do it.
All right.
So you head following Gøra, and as you're walking, they say the power core is located at the base of the neck. Just beyond that is the control room, which we can visit afterwards to start up and run tests.
All right.
So, they lead you down several fucking corridors. A left, a right, straight, left, straight, right, left, straight. It's a walk. And after about 15 fucking minutes, you go through several doors that slowly open. And eventually you come up to a door, and there's a sign that says it's on the right side of the hallway. The hallway keeps going. And next to the door is a sign that in Celestial says Power Core. Here we are. As the door opens up, and you see a chamber. Metal walls. It's kind of cylindrical. Metal walls around, and then kind of a walkway, and then in the middle kind of, it looks almost like it's more metal walls. It looks, but it has like windows going all the way around, and it's like a cylinder within a cylinder. And Gøra walks up and snaps. Oh dear. I apologize. As I mentioned, the last inspection was 1,763 years ago. It does seem like the power core's chamber door might be a little stuck. I got it.
Can
Yeah. Please,
Can
go
I try
ahead.
to pry it open?
Yeah, you can try, like, you see the seam where it kind of slides to the side. Go ahead and give me athletics.
I will help.
16 plus 11. So 27.
21.
All right. As you both kind of, like, dig in and just start... It does open. And
Well
inside,
done, gents.
you see, again, this is another cylinder.
Yeah. High five, Sid.
Don't call me Sid.
Oh, them's fighting words.
In the center
Trying something new, sorry.
is a sort of pedestal surrounded by glass. Or at least something clear. Seems like glass. And there's kind of a platform in the middle. And as the door opens, the chamber kind of, the glass around the pedestal kind of lifts up.
All
You may
right,
now install the power source.
gents. We found this a bit back, a few months ago, and I think we should apply this as we've done everything else together. I'm gonna take out the radiant capacitor and hold it out.
Okie dokie.
Let's do it. All right, so we just put it in the center there. Remember, Oscar's there. I just remembered.
Yes.
Yes, you may connect it as normally. Oh, it needs, like, connected. Yes, unfortunately, the radiant power isn't enough to power. It does need direct connection.
Okay, I lied, gents. Let's not do all of this together. I think Gunny and
All
I
right.
will.
Yeah, I think
might
the
need
three of
to.
us might be able to sort this out. So go ahead and give me a tinker check. You can help each other, or
I will help Nif.
all right.
Ooh.
So advantage, guidance.
Can I
Oh,
guidance on
mother.
guidance?
Hang on.
No, stacking spells like that replaces the spell. It doesn't.
What was the check? Arcana? Or tinker?
Tinker.
Okay. 37.
The same time?
I get that joke.
Pretty quickly, you find the connectors and where they go. There are like 30 different plugs, different cables, interfaces. But luckily, you figure it out pretty quickly. And as you plug in the last thing, the kind of pulsing, glowing rod in the center just starts lighting up brighter than you have ever seen before. And you just hear, and suddenly lights start turning on in the chamber around you, and then out the door in the hallway. And you just start hearing humming as the rod just starts glowing brightly. Excellent. Please leave the chamber.
All right.
Gladly. it's a lot. And after it, as you kind of step back, the glass lowers down around the radiant capacitor. And as you step out of the central chamber, the door does manage to close, and you see the light, the green light emanating through the windows that you can see the capacitor through. Excellent. Power levels are currently at 89.3%. Excellent. Shall we?
would that be enough power to get us to, I don't know, let's say the North Polar facility?
Absolutely.
Oh,
The
good.
Devastator can run on as low as 12.7% power.
Oh. All right. Let's do it.
Follow me, please, to the command center. And turns and heads out the door and then to the right in the direction down the hallway that you were heading before. Do that one. And going down a couple corridors, you come up to a large door that has a sign above it in Celestial that says Command Center.
Oh, all right.
And the doors open into it. It's eerie because as you step into this room, you feel like you've been here before. Obviously you haven't, but thinking back to the Specky library, you realize that you recognize this room almost immediately from the Beef Flaker. Thank you. The Beef Flaker video of the Devastator propaganda video. It's weird because you've been here, but you haven't been here, but you have, but you haven't. It seems very empty. There are several stations set throughout the room. And then on the far wall, it's a blank wall, but as you step into the room, it lights up with a big Valkyr logo. The spinning wings. And then that fades away, and you see an image pop up, taking up the entire wall of the chamber outside of the Jotunn. You see the big bay doors open. The lights on outside in the chamber. Welcome. Shall we begin testing?
Yes.
Tyr kind of steps up. Yeah, I'll take it from here. No worries. Of course. Be my guest. Tyr kind of turns to you. Here goes nothing. And he kind of just turns and holds out his arms, lowering his head. And screens start lighting up all around you in the room. Code starts scrolling up. You see different screens with the Valkyr logo come up, fade away, and then codes start scrolling. Oh, yeah, that'll do. That'll do. I haven't felt that kind of power in a minute. Couple thousand years. That feels good.
Good.
And suddenly just all these noises start kind of activating, like you just start hearing humming. All these weird, strange, alien sounding noises as different systems start coming online. The codes stop scrolling on like various like screens, and then readouts, graphs, different screens of all kinds just start lighting up all around you at each station.
I think I've had dreams about stuff like this. This is remarkable.
You might want to take seats.
Oh, good. Yes. I'll take a seat.
Yeah.
All
Are there
right.
seatbelts? I guess I would know what seatbelts
So there are several stations around, and then a central chair.
Fuck, I'm gonna sit in
not
that
sitting in
central
that.
chair.
You can have it. I'm not sitting in that thing.
I
It
want to
looks very
fucking
big
be
and
right
comfy.
there.
And it is right in the center, a bit raised from all the other stations, and forward facing. They all are, but they all kind of face that screen.
I'm gonna give Oscar a look.
This is okay. Kind of walls over, jumps up in a seat, like his little legs dangling, because they were made for humans. And he just kind of like, it's just, there's straps in your chairs. I don't know how smooth this is gonna be. Like I said, I've never done it. I know how, but
I
also
believe in you.
there's a bit of age behind it. So,
Can I cast guidance on a god?
you can.
Grab.
So if you take the straps, you can pull them down, and they should attach down at the bottom near your crotch.
Gunny's already gotten the straps and like has them
tied
tied
'em.
into a knot.
He kind of glances over. Ha! That'll work.
Marcus plugs them in like the way they should be, and he's just like,
They come down over your shoulders from the chair, and then kind of around your lap, and then it's a 5-point harness.
Sure.
I tie mine into a bow in front of me.
It
Pretty.
looks beautiful.
Very nice. Lovely.
All right. And then Gøra kind of pipes up and says, "We may exit the facility via the rail system. However, I have detected a blockage at the entrance." And Tyr just kind of, don't worry about that. And he kind of like puts down his arms and kind of, let's go. And as he points, everything shifts. And it just kind of, and you see on the screen, you start slowly lurching forward. And through the bay doors. It is kind of a rough ride. It's just kind of, and rail system nominal. Thank you. All right. Well, there we go. And it takes
we,
it a while. Yeah.
Did we get through all system checks before we took off in case there was something that needed?
We'll
We did the check,
continue.
right?
We'll continue tests. The only thing we haven't tested are the motor functions, which we'll have to get off the rail system in order to test. So we'll get there.
Okay.
That'll be the fun part. So you guys very slowly start lurching through the chambers that you entered through. Along the rail system. The lights in this next chamber are still off. Gøra kind of speaks up and says, "Apologies about the lighting situation. However, the facility is currently in low power mode." No worries. I'll find the way. Kind of hard to take a wrong turn on rails, am I right? Of course.
I don't know.
Don't worry. I got us. I hope.
Nif would probably be the type of person to close her eyes on a roller coaster, except for she has waited her whole life to see this and cannot shut them.
So,
Marcus is just gonna be like, sure, he's got it.
as you kind of reach the end of the entrance chamber, you come up to the next bay doors, which are still open, and the end of the rail, and into the actual kind of cave tunnel. And kind of, it slows down and kind of... All right. Well, kind of just turns around to you all. Shall we? Who's ready? Who's ready to see this bitch?
Yes, Yes, I'm ready. Oh my gods, why have we never talked to
Yes,
Tyr? This
I
one is awesome.
Ready to.
Because.
I like you
See
too.
this bitch? Well, name another god who said anything like that, Marcus.
Holer's got a mouth on him. You should hear him. Anyway,
I can't wait.
I hope. All right. Well, let's test motor functions. Hold tight. I don't know how well this is gonna go. As you grab onto the straps, you see Oscar, who's barely fits in the straps. He's just kind of holding on to the back of the chair, let's do it!
You got this.
And then suddenly just kind of, you hear... just these clanking and banging sounds throughout, echoing throughout the entire, machine. And suddenly it kind of, your stomach kind of flips again as the screen lifts slightly, and you see an arm on the right side just kind of come into the view screen, moving slowly and impossibly fast, or impossibly large, just as it lowers down and you see the next arm, the other arm, and as you lurch forward, well, motor functions seem nominal. Yes, they do seem nominal. Unfortunately, I will have to leave you here. I am tied to this facility.
Oh, no.
That's all right, Gøra. I got this. Thank you so much for your
Bye,
help.
Giggles.
Of course. Good luck
Hi.
and happy hunting. As they just kind of dust off. Finally, some alone time. That guy was creepy.
A little
Very
bit, yes.
creepy.
Yes.
Oh, those
Someone
slower
had to say it.
AIs
Yes.
always gave me the heebie-jeebies. All right.
Was that why
Well.
he's disconnected?
I mean, that's from systems breaking over time. At some point, it seems the facility lost connection to the main network. It happens. In fact, it's happened to most places across Thorn. Now, about that opening.
Yes?
Just kidding, I'm gonna blow it up. Watch this shit. And then you see a screen on, Marcus, the station you're sitting at. You just see code start scrolling through. And then it ends, and you see basically the view that the big screen has, except there's a reticle on it. And it just kind of... And you see some bars on the right side of the screen start, raising up. And you guys start hearing...
Ooh, can I press the button?
Tyr just kind of looks over, grins, winks. How about it, kid? Big red button.
Beep.
A giant beam just shoots out. You see it on the screen, and the whole place shudders. And the beam shoots out and smashes into the closed tunnel ahead of you. And just keeps shooting, and you just see blast, smoke and rubble just start flying away. As it just starts tunneling through the opening. the closing, and it
The
just
closing.
finally, after about 20 seconds, it stops. And you see at the end, about a quarter mile ahead of you, daylight. That'll do. Good job,
That
Marcus.
was cool.
Out of curiosity, can you tell how much power is left in the radiant capacitor and the power source?
Oh, we're still at the same.
67%.
80
Yeah,
something.
it's
So
87. Yeah, it's fine. It recharges. It's just over the years, it's probably lost some of its efficiency.
Okay.
We won't need to charge up anytime soon. No worries. Shall we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do this.
Let's.
That's what we're here for.
The whole room shudders again as you see when you start lurching forward. And it's almost like you're on the world's biggest horse as it just kind of. Hey, welcome in. Thanks for the follow, Trash Panda. Girlfriend.
Woo woo.
And eventually you make your way out into daylight, into the mountain range. You see the sand, the desert, the ring's starting to kind of get close to the sun, but it is still daylight. And it kind of takes your eyes a second to adjust. I mean, there's lights on in here, but it is very bright. And actually, you're like, my eyes are adjusting, but you realize the screen adjusts brightness.
Oh.
Well, let's see what this puppet can do, shall we? Who wants to go to the North Polar facility?
Oh
Let's
my
do it.
goodness.
I do.
I do.
All
Very
right,
much
it's
do.
unanimous.
We're not going to burn?
sweatshirt.
No. This is, this can handle the desert.
Oh.
This can handle a thermonuclear attack. I'm pretty sure it can handle this sun.
Oh.
Yeah. We're good.
I don't know what a thermonuclear attack is, so I'll just take your word.
Really hot stuff. Let's do it!
So every time I look in the mirror.
Yes. Exactly.
Is there anything in the room that I could pick up and throw at Cedric?
Fuck off! You're strapped in, bitch!
There's nothing loose. You don't have your own shit.
The stone you had
Something
daylight on.
very offensive.
You do have a stone. Which, by the way, daylight I'm pretty sure is worn off. I think it's an hour.
Can we
yeah.
name this bad boy?
Of course. What would you like to name it?
Cedric.
Fishy.
What do you
You're gonna
think
name-
about
Oh.
Buckles
Thought you were gonna say
2.0?
I like it, but if it blows up,
It's my
I will
fault.
cry.
Fair.
Fair enough.
Fair. Buckles
All
2.0.
right,
The
Let's take-
Devastator.
Let's take Buckles for a spin, shall we?
Yes, please.
Hold on. As like this giant leg, like there's this is a mountain range. It just kind of reaches forward and comes down onto the foot of a mountain, digging down into it. Northward we go! And you start climbing over the mountains. Like, over the fucking mountains.
God damn.
Like, climbing them like it's foothills. Like you're
All
hiking
of
through
the-
foothills.
Mittens and Peanuts and whoever else the horses were down
those
there
horses
are
are
like,
so
the
fucked."
fuck?
Woo!
No, they're still alive, Steve! God!
Okay, they're still alive. They're still alive.
Knuckles!
No! So, Tyr says, alright, why don't we head a little east to get out of the mountain range, and then we'll head north.
Sure. Whatever you think is
So,
going to be easiest.
You
You
see,
should probably also avoid populated cities.
There's nothing
we're
north
a bit
of here.
north for that. We're headed into the Narbiel Desert, so no worries
There's
about
no
that. No
cities.
one's lived here for quite a long time. All right. So you see, like, the sun kind of in the distance ahead of you, with the ring kind of approaching it. You see it kind of, as you start turning it, kind of moves to the left, and you just, over the next couple hours, you just climb these mountains, just over and over again, just kind of like you're moving through a jungle almost, except they're fucking mountains. And, eventually you come out of the Hornbach Mountains and kind of more into the plain desert and dunes. Just, much better, much better. We'll head north now. And the sun starts moving, and then you see the rings start crossing over the sun. It is gorgeous. Because for once, you can actually look directly at the sun on the screen, and it adjusts the brightness.
This is
So you-
incredible.
Neat.
For the first time in any of your lives, actually get to see the ring actually pass in front of the sun itself.
Very cool.
You see kind of like a flare along the side, like in an eclipse.
I would super watch this show.
As you're all kind of staring in awe, in front of the screen and in front of Tyr, dust starts swirling. And Tyr just kind of... You see, he looks kind of confused as the body starts forming. And in front of the screen, you see
No.
Ahti.
No! Ahti, no!
And he says,
Ahti, don't!
Bad Ahti.
hello. In common.
Ahti. Oh.
But that's a story for next time.
No, you motherfucker! You motherfucker! In common?
Oh, Jesus, tell him to bring Loki back! Be nice, Ahti. We'll see.
common.
Shrug.
In fucking that has so many implications. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Alright, I'm fine.
Yep.
Yep, I'm fine.
Oh, you feel a little thirsty. Sorry I missed the hydrate, Mira. Let's go,
Oh.
friend. Woo, cliffhanger. Look at
God
that.
damn it. God damn it, Steve.
Y'all got a giant robot. Ain't that neat?
You evil DM, you.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yeah, pretty cool, right? Got big old lasers and stuff. Let's see if I got a sign off, y'all. I don't know what this voice is. I apologize.
I don't know what it
you
is
should.
either.
Definitely
Nothing.
apologize.
That's
Other
okay.
than
Listen here,
frightening.
partner. I don't know what you're on about, but I'm the
Howdy,
law in these
partner.
here parts.
Well,
I wanted
ladies
to-
and gentlemen.
Sorry.
Yeah? No, please.
Nope. No, it's fine. It can wait.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for joining us. Okay, I'm done. Thank you so much for joining us. This is it, guys. This is the point of no return.
Okay.
We're in the end game now, folks. Be sure to stick around. It's gonna get crazy. Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. We love you so very much. I miss you when I'm not looking at you. And until next time, Buckles 2.0.
cry?